In 1950, the average American family car was slow, heavy, and underpowered, often taking nearly 20 long seconds to hit 60 miles per hour, as drivers viewed cars purely as practical transport. Detroit iron of this period was not associated with heart-pounding speed. This paradigm shifted dramatically following the birth of NASCAR in 1948, which turned stock car racing into a national phenomenon, and the signing of the Interstate Highway Act in 1956, which greenlit over 41,000 miles of wide-open, paved asphalt. Americans suddenly demanded highway-crushing horsepower, triggering an all-out engineering war between Ford, General Motors, Chrysler, and the independents. Welcome to Auto Modus. If you love classic American iron and timeless automotive history, hit that like button and subscribe to Auto Modus right now. This journey into the golden era of Detroit muscle before the muscle car era officially existed begins with the 1955 Ford Thunderbird. Unveiled at the Detroit Auto Show on February 20th, 1954, and rolling off the assembly line as a 1955 model, the Thunderbird shattered Ford's modest first-year sales projection of 10,000 units. More than 3,500 orders poured in within the first 10 days, and total sales hit 16,155, dwarfing Chevrolet's total of just 674 Corvettes that same year. Beneath the Thunderbird's long hood was a 292 cubic inch Y-block V8. Paired with a 3-speed manual transmission, it generated 193 horsepower, while the optional Ford-O-Matic automatic transmission bumped output to 198 horsepower. This configuration launched the T-Bird from 0 to 60 miles per hour in roughly 8.9 seconds, with a top speed of around 112 miles per hour. However, the Thunderbird's appeal was how Ford explicitly marketed it, not as a sports car, but as a personal car of distinction, contrasting sharply with the stripped-down, rough-riding early Corvette by offering power windows, plush leather seating, optional air conditioning, and a civilized ride. Priced at $2,695, it was accessible enough to mid-class Americans to indulge, making the original 1955 to 1957 two-seaters some of the most coveted collector cars in history. In that same model year of 1955, Chevrolet surprised the industry by placing one of the most important engines in automotive history into an everyday, budget-friendly family sedan, and selling the entire package for under $2,000. This car was the 1955 Bel Air, and its mechanical miracle was the brand new 265 cubic inch small block V8. Engineered under GM's Ed Cole, the small block was revolutionary for being lighter, more compact, higher revving, and significantly more efficient than standard inline-six engines. The base version delivered 162 horsepower, but the Power Pack option, adding a 4-barrel carburetor and dual exhaust, boosted it to 180 horsepower. Late in the model year, the Super Power Pack increased it to 195 horsepower. Popular Mechanics clocked the base V8 at 12.9 seconds to 60, but the Power Pack trimmed that time down to an astonishing 8.0 to 8.5 seconds, running the quarter mile in 16.9 seconds. Before 1955, this level of performance required buying an expensive luxury machine or hand-building a hot rod. Chevrolet dubbed the 55 Bel Air the Hot One in national advertisements, and the public responded by purchasing over 770,000 units that year, establishing an architectural foundation that Chevrolet continuously refined for 7 decades. Mentioning the name DeSoto today often draws a blank, but it was a standalone division under Chrysler Corporation from 1928 until 1961, positioned between Dodge and Chrysler in price and luxury. In 1956, DeSoto released one of the most underrated performance cars of the decade, the Adventurer. Often called the Golden Adventurer, it was offered exclusively in white or black, with signature gold side sweeps, gold anodized wheel covers, and a gold-trimmed grille. It was regal yet powerful, featuring a 341 cubic inch Hemi 5.8 equipped with dual 4-barrel Carter carburetors, a performance camshaft, and a high 9.25 to 1 compression ratio. Factory rated at 320 horsepower, a figure contemporary engineers believed was conservatively underrated, the Adventurer launched from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.5 seconds and topped out at 144 miles per hour during official testing at the Chrysler Proving Grounds, with a verified 137 miles per hour run during Daytona Speed Weeks. DeSoto demonstrated its versatility by entering an Adventurer into the grueling Pikes Peak hill climb in July 1956. Inside, buyers enjoyed standard luxury equipment like power steering, power brakes, power windows, and push-button automatic controls. With only 996 units produced for 1956, the Adventurer remains a rare early Hemi-era gem. Packard was a name that sent a clear message to the world in the 1920s and 1930s. It was the Rolls-Royce of America and built some of the grandest luxury motor cars. However, by the mid-1950s, Packard struggled to stay relevant against the massive production of the Big Three. The 1956 Packard Caribbean was the company's grand final stand. While Cadillac and Chrysler introduced overhead valve V8s in 1949 and 1951 respectively, Packard was late to the V8 party, only introducing its first V8 in 1955. But in 1956, they came to dominate. The 56 Caribbean featured a massive 374 cubic inch V8 topped with dual 4-barrel Rochester carburetors and a 10.0 to 1 compression ratio, producing 310 horsepower, making it the single highest horsepower production engine in America for that model year. Weighing over 2 tons, the Caribbean was capable of exceeding 125 miles per hour and completing a quarter-mile sprint in under 16 seconds. It included Packard's push-button twin Ultramatic transmission and an innovative self-leveling torsion bar suspension that delivered an unmatched ride quality. The interior seats featured reversible cushions, fine leather on one side, and opulent brocade fabric on the other. At a starting price of $5,995, it was strictly for elite buyers with just 539 units built, 276 convertibles, and 263 hardtops. Packard's merger with Studebaker failed to stop the financial bleeding, and the historic marque ceased production in 1958. In the late 1950s, American Motors Corporation, AMC, was the underdog of Detroit, known for sensible fuel-sipping econoboxes. But in December 1956, AMC stunned the automotive journalism world by unveiling the 1957 Rambler Rebel. The engineering was brilliant. Take the lightweight, unibody mid-size Rambler frame and shoehorn in the heavy-hitting 327 cubic inch V8 from the full-sized Nash Ambassador. This engine churned out 255 horsepower in a car that weighed just 3,335 pounds. During testing at the Daytona Speed Trials in 1957, Motor Trend recorded the Rambler Rebel sprinting from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a blinding 7.5 seconds, running the quarter mile in 18.3 seconds. It was officially the fastest sedan of 1957, sitting second only to the lightweight two-seater Corvette. AMC originally planned optional electronic fuel injection that would have boosted output to 288 horsepower, but early electronic technology proved unreliable. Priced at just $2,786, the Rebel offered the absolute best performance per dollar ratio, and historians widely credit it as the true prototype for the intermediate muscle car formula that Pontiac would popularize 7 years later with the GTO. AMC produced roughly 1,500 units before shifting focus back to economy cars. Chrysler kickstarted its legendary letter series in 1955 with the C300, a car named directly after its 300 horsepower output, with each passing year bringing a new letter and improved performance. By 1957, Chrysler introduced the 300C, a car many historians consider the peak of 1950s American Grand Touring luxury. Under the massive hood was a high-revving 392 cubic inch firepower Hemi Faith 8, fed by dual 4-barrel Carter carburetors. Standard output was 375 horsepower, but buyers could order an upgraded solid lifter option, pushing output to a staggering 390 horsepower. Despite weighing over 2 tons and stretching almost 19 feet, the 300C launched from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 7.2 seconds, covered the quarter mile in 15.9 seconds, and reached a verified top speed of 131 miles per hour. Designed under Virgil Exner's famed forward look styling philosophy, it featured dramatic tail fins and an aggressive stance. It included heavy-duty suspension, Chrysler's bulletproof torque flight automatic transmission, power steering, and power brakes. Journalists dubbed it the Beautiful Brute for its combination of black tie refinement and highway dominance. Chrysler produced 2,402 units in 1957, 1,918 hardtops, and 484 convertibles, establishing a legacy that collectors chase to this day. When Chevrolet introduced the Corvette in 1953, it was powered by a modest inline-six engine and automatic transmission, gorgeous but not world-class in performance. Zora Arkus Duntov, a Belgian-born engineer and racer who joined GM in 1953, made it his life's mission to transform the Corvette. Duntov's crowning achievement arrived for the 1957 model year. Engineers enlarged the small block V8 to 283 cubic inches and fitted it with a revolutionary mechanical fuel injection system developed alongside Rochester. The result was legendary: 283 horsepower from 283 cubic inches. Achieving 1 horsepower per cubic inch was considered an impossible holy grail at the time, and Chevrolet coined the immortal nickname, the Fuelie. The performance stats were unheard of for an American street car in 1957, blasting from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.7 seconds with a top speed of 132 miles per hour. Out of 6,339 Corvettes built in 1957, only 1,040 were factory-equipped with fuel injection. Original matching numbers 1957 Fuelies today are finding one of the holy grails of American car culture. Addressing the raw numbers, the 1957 Corvette FY at 5.7 seconds 0 to 60 is mathematically the fastest car on this list. But the Corvette was a specialized lightweight two-seater. The top spot belongs to a vehicle in a completely different category, a full-sized 2-ton-plus luxury cruiser equipped with air conditioning and plush seats. In 1959, no full-size car on American asphalt was faster than the Pontiac Bonneville equipped with the Tempest 420-A package. Pontiac had a reputation as a conservative brand, which changed when Salmon Bunky Knudsen took over in 1956 and brought in John DeLorean with the mission to turn Pontiac into GM's high-performance youth brand. The heart of this effort was the 389 cubic inch V8 engine, which the Tempest 420-A option paired with Pontiac's iconic tri-power setup of 3 2-barrel carburetors. Step hard on the gas and all 6 barrels opened simultaneously. The Tempest 420-A churned out 345 horsepower and over 425 pound-feet of torque, launching this 4,100-pound luxury beast from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an astonishing 6.5 seconds. Motor Trend awarded Pontiac its Car of the Year title in 1959, and Pontiac stock cars dominated NASCAR tracks. This exact 389 tri-power 5.8 architecture set the stage for DeLorean to birth the legendary 1964 Pontiac GTO 5 years later. The 1950s was a magical decade where American automakers proved that luxury, size, and speed didn't have to be mutually exclusive, defining an era of automotive freedom. Which one of these 1950s icons would you put in your dream garage? Let us know in the comments below, like this video, and subscribe to the Auto Modus channel for more classic automotive history.